My name is Tyler Lee, also known as Once in Love. This year I was actually the SWC caster alongside my good friend Stoic there.
I am Curtis Pereira, also known as Stoic. I am this year's play-by-play caster for Summoners War SWC and the previous two last SWCs as well.
So I kind of stumbled into streaming in a really strange way. So I was double majoring in astrophysics and Japanese language and culture, and I was working in an oil and gas industry under their marketing team, and I got sick actually. I got an upper respiratory infection and illness, and I was bedridden for about a year. There were these two streamers from Australia and New Zealand, Nestle and EasyTV, and I played with them in a sub game, and they were like, "You have a radio voice. You should try streaming. I think people would really like your personality." And so I tried it. I started streaming Fallout New Vegas, and the first stream ever, we had like a couple hundred people just hanging out, and I was like, "This is the most incredible experience ever."
So I've been playing Summoners War for 6 years, been streaming Summoners War for 5 years. It was a friend and brother-in-law that got me into the game. It was New Year's Eve and we're all just looking for a topic to talk about. They're bringing up this game Summoners War. So when I finally downloaded the game, I was level 12, I pulled a Wind Oracle Ciara, and I don't know, pulling the unit just kind of had me hooked, and it was something like both of them really wanted, so it kind of got me hyped up and really hooked into the game.
I've always been a teacher. That's kind of my role, I feel, in life. When I had started, there was a lot of misinformation, there was a lot of really weak guides out there, and so I made it kind of my goal to be able to teach anybody at any level how to improve in the game, whether they wanted it or whether they wanted to just, be able to play it at a base level.
So I think a great way that I like to explain the Summoners War community, and it starts in-game chat. When you pull a Nat 5 or when you post up a rune, people say GZ. You don't see this in other games as well, where we're happy about one another's progression in a video game. And that's like, I think the birth of like why we have such a good community in Summoners War is because we're genuinely happy for one another.
I think Summoners War is a great game, but I think it's a better community. What keeps us here and makes us want to play the game more is that we have this large-scale community. There's different things you can do. There's a different aspect of the community for everyone, and if you're not sure where you fit in, just test the waters, try them all. People are really welcoming in the Summoners War community, and it's honestly pretty easy to get into.
It's so good to immerse yourself in the community, watch and get to know many streamers or many YouTubers, and not just to shout out these people or to generate their views, but to educate yourself. Because if you play the game on your own and you're doing the best that you can, which is totally fine, because I believe it's a video game. We can all play the game however we want in the end. But if you're truly looking for that progression, there's so many great videos, there's so many great streamers that you can watch, and where you think you're doing great, but you could be doing even better just by immersing yourself into the community. I did not ever see myself as a caster. I was actually not a great speaker. Twitch streaming made me a better speaker in front of a camera, in front of people, where I learned to just like not really care about what people thought or anything about me. Like I lost the nerves, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter what I say. I can look like a fool and it's fine. Like I just don't care anymore. And I remember at OGN Studios, I was sitting with Adrian and I said, "Adrian, can I try this?" And I started throwing my voice out there, speaking with my chest and getting into like the commentary. And he looked at me and he goes, "Do that." And that's when we started the show.
One day I just got a call. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this remote this year. Like, are you available?" And I was like, "Yes." I didn't even let Brian finish the conversation. I was like, "Yes, I'm ready." I've been waiting for this for what feels like my whole life. I felt like after wanting it for so long and not being able to necessarily do that on the official channels, it was the opportunity that I had been waiting my entire streaming career for.
I want people to get into their seat and get excited for what's happening.
What's going on, dude? Good to see you. It's been a while.
I know, finally, it's been so long. My role is play-by-play, to bring excitement, to keep in energy, and to basically not show false energy, which is extremely important, because I think a lot of play-by-plays can come off as false energy, but when you genuinely enjoy the game, it's pretty easy to show that kind of energy.
I get to talk about the specifics of the game. I get to talk about why players are making decisions. I want to include everyone who has never seen the game before and be able to help them follow, but also be able to provide a commentary that fits for the really high-end community as well.
So last year was the first time that we did it remotely, and we kind of just did the same thing that we were doing before, and we knew our tells really well. So
it felt very normal. It honestly felt like I was just streaming at home. When there's that kind of structure, flow, as well as like the professional aspect, I focus a lot more on knowing what my role is and making sure that my role enhances everyone else.
I feel like there's nothing Really, all the funny stuff, man, was sadly live. Oh, it was live. I wish it wasn't live.
And Liverfoot with the wonderful first pick here.
But the 33 speed lead is coming up for Liverfoot. Oh no! No! Oh,
with
man.
Big Chungus.
Yeah.
We're getting into that match right now. Pre-bans are coming out. Chung Pong getting banned out here with the Water Mage. That came out of me.
I wish I could say I had full control of the things that come out of my mouth, but I just don't.
It would actually probably be Dagon when we were doing the scroll episodes. He'd be reading out some of the names, and he'd be misreading them, and he'd be like, "Wait, what did I just say?" It's just good times. It's fun, enjoyable stuff. Nothing too crazy. Like,
it's very easy for me because I would give myself a 3, throw myself right in the middle because I think there's always room to improve. I see a lot of people who love and hate what I do, and I think always take the hate with a grain of salt. I think there is a little bit of truth to some of it, and I like to, at least take it in consideration to, grow from it.
so as a color commentary, I would give myself somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4, somewhere around like the 70 to 80% range. I feel like for the most part, I could feel that I was nervous when I went through things. I held back a little bit on the way that I wanted to present energy and the way that I wanted to present information. I think that I did a pretty good job of bringing the game to life for people who don't understand Summoners or people who've never played it. Hey, I'm Stoic, let's do it. I'm ready to cast the World Finals here. We got Diligent versus Pinkroyd in the finals.
Yep, I'm OnceInLuv, and it's good to be here. It's great to see you all.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. So there it is, picks the double brush boys. We do see the Chungus alongside the Hay Gang.
Yeah, no Despair Stone's coming out there, but no bomb for the Gianna as well. You can see Ganny's trying to eliminate this unit that is a big threat on the side of Diligent. Gianna is going to be dropping here, but Tian Lang takes down a unit himself.
Oh, and Pinkroyd could be enough damage to finish off the match. Has the Seal of Magic, doesn't use it though. Chooses instead to go for the skill one and dies. Doesn't deter the attack power, and that's it. Diligent is the winner. Diligent is our world finalist. We have our 2021 world champion.
Not easy.
There's a certain etiquette as well as a certain grace to building hype as you go up talking about things. Like if you just really jump into it, it's too much information. It feels forced. But when you build it, you're like, oh, I think that could be the opportunity. Here it comes. Is he gonna do it? That's the opportunity. Chungfong with the extra turn, and that's it. That could be the game changer. Diligent's gonna take it away from Pinkroyd. Having that slow buildup is difficult. It's not easy to do, and I think that that's something that you do really well.
Taking on your role, definitely not easy for me because I feel like naturally, after doing this for 3 years, I feel like it's just become so natural. I know what I want to say and when to say it. I think my favorite comment is like, Stoic always uses a chest voice. Like I don't always use a chest voice. I'm not trying to do this. It just happens. But yeah, I was like,
I can tell you guys, he's just like that. It's not like he forces it. It's just who he is.
I would like to thank everybody for tuning into SWC every single year. I want to thank everybody for putting up with me and all my bloopers that come out, all my little slips, and honestly my terrible jokes. I've got a lot of really, really bad jokes that I like to throw out there, and I know it's a torture to listen to some of them.
He's got a whale to climb over.
Oh, you're gonna get it every year. We're here to entertain, and I really hope that a lot of people do see entertainment in what we produce for you guys. This is a true love and passion for me to cast for you guys.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for the opportunity. You guys really gave me a chance with casting Summoners World Championship this year. I came here to be me, right? I came here to bring what I bring to the cast. So knowing that you guys accept that and you're happy with how we did things this year, that really means a lot to me. And hopefully we can bring you more content in the future, whether it's SWC, our podcasts, or anything like that. I would be happy to have any of you guys around, and I really hope that we do get the opportunity to help you guys go through SWC 2022.